All right, working on the Power Wagon today and doing some front prop shaft, I guess that you would call it. The shaft that goes in between the front axle and the transfer case. Prop shaft, drive shaft, half shaft, full shaft, I don't know. But check this out. So that looks normal. It's fine. You know, the joint's a little worn. One of the bearing caps already came off. Great. So get back here and what? There's two of them, and yeah. I think I found most of my driveline clunkiness and squeaking that I was getting. It's not so much here or there, but right there. Yeah. Look at this. That is bad. Great. And now I get to see if someone else has the second mystery U-joint, because I only bought one for the front and one for the back because I didn't crawl into there and look. Great. Hello. Now it's the next day. Things got out of control last night, but yeah, so I learned some things. These front prop shafts that come from the transfer case to the front axle on a lot of these trucks, and a lot of trucks actually, so as far as I can tell, yeah, so they a lot of the time they have multiple U-joints at the transfer case, like this one. And as you can see, we are in much better condition. It's 1,000% less floppy. That U-joint's new as well. Yes, my bench is a disaster, but that's okay. The job is done. Now I get to bolt it back into the truck. Fun stuff. All right, just back from a test drive with the Power Wagon. And, well, it's much better. So check this out. See this? This is a U-joint. No end caps. Obviously, I had to remove it. Watch this. That came out of the truck that way. Now, I don't know if you know as much about U-joints as I've learned over the years, and trust me, I've had my run-ins with them, but they're not supposed to be tapered. At least not in this application. And there's also supposed to be needle bearings in the caps. Maybe sometimes there aren't, but most of the ones I've taken off this truck had needle bearings in the caps, and there was no needle bearings in any of these caps. Speaking of the caps, take a look at that. Yeah, they came off the truck that way. That's how they were in the shaft. That's one of the good ones. Look at this one. Yeah, not great. Also, new to me, and apparently this is a thing, there's these plastic expansion rings of some sort. And on the yoke itself, there's two little protrusions, and what you do is you heat them up with a torch, and that allows these to just kind of slide back out. But that little ring you see there, that is what that is. Yeah, some exit wounds here. This is insane. I've never seen a cap that was still on the truck. I mean, the thing hung in there, man. It hung in there. So another thing I did while I was in that general vicinity was I did tie run-ins. So yeah, fun thing about these, and again, I haven't done them in a long time. On this truck, there were two different styles. One has a coarse thread. I'm not sure if this is the coarse or the fine. And the other has a fine thread. Yeah, see, this one's the fine thread. And that dictates on which end of the center link they go. Now, these weren't as bad as I thought they were. I mean, they're not all completely wiggly or anything. But on the truck, you could feel them. Going over bumps, you could feel it, the whole center link just clunking around. So, there we go. But yeah, we're back in business with the Power Wagon. I just test drove it. It does drive a lot better. Less clunking, less squeaking. I put up a video a while ago about it squeaking and I couldn't figure out what it was. Yeah, it was the U-joints. And yeah, that's about it for today. I'm gonna get some weather rolling through here, so I think I'm done wrenching. You know, it's been 2 days of non-stop wrenching, so I'm gonna call it quits and we are good to go. Talk to you next time.